Welcome back, guys. This podcast is once again brought to you by Bloke and a Bar Beer. Thank you for coming on, Denon, you legend.
He's just extended too. What a bloke.
He has.
What a good bloke.
He has extended.
What a good
indeed.
beer.
It's a great beer. We've decided to go with some full strength.
Change it up a bit. Get some full strength blokes down our throat.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know.
It's a Tuesday after all at the Caxton Hotel.
It is. It's a lovely time. So we are enjoying our full strength blokes down our throats. There is the MIDI as well, but we're sort of just feeling there's a little bit extra in the air tonight.
Different strokes, different blokes.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
They say.
But we just keep pumping hard anyway.
If you want to get some blokes down your throats, what should you do, Josh?
Well, you should come to the Caxton Hotel first of all and get some. They've got both the MIDI and
the full strength. Also on tap at the Caxton.
Also on tap, which is lovely. But if not, go to blokeandabar.com, put in your postal code, and you can find where your nearest stockist is.
And if there is nothing on there anywhere near you, go to your local and tell them to fucking pull their finger out and order something.
Exactly, because
it's
Bloke
simple.
Is superior. Bloke should be down everyone's throat. Now, I'm just trying to find here. There is a little location where you can find all of these. Bloke MIDI is now in all liquor legends across Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, and the ACT. So
you've
guys,
got no excuse.
There's plenty of liquor legends around. I think we all become legends when we drink liquor. So take from that what you will. Responsibly, of course. Anyway, if not, just go to blokeandabar.com. G'day, guys. Welcome back to another edition of the Lower Grade Letdowns with Klutz and Das. Tonight we brought in the big guns to talk sport.
Lots happening in the NRL realm this week, so we thought we'd bring in...
it's his first time on this show, but he's a fan favourite of the podcast. Big Bad Bass, how are we?
Thanks, boys. Good to be here. I've never felt more confident to comment on a round of rugby league. I watched one game. So if you're ready for some qualified opinion, you're here.
Tune out now. Between the three of us, I don't think how many did you watch? I actually watched a few.
I watched a couple, man.
Yeah, on Sunday. I watched a few when I was packing orders.
Weekend, so.
It was kicked off on Thursday night with the Broncos and the Eels.
And an expected result.
Was it though? Like, I know we said it. Dude, Broncos were $2.40 and Eels were the favourites.
Yeah, but I can't because the Broncos have actually been humming.
Yeah.
And they had all their stars back.
Yeah.
And the Eels have been getting worse
fucking
and worse
pretenders.
Every week.
We literally have dubbed the Eels the pretenders of the NRL set because like that lineup, it's sort of like the New South Wales Queensland thing, which we said we weren't going to talk about ever again, but here we are. Like that's a star-studded lineup and you just got pumped by the Broncos.
Yeah, exactly.
Big time. I don't think it was that unexpected though. As a Broncos fan, maybe I'm biased, but I just think the boys are up.
I'm 100% biased for sure. That's for sure. But still, I said it last week. I can't believe that they're not the favourites.
Set, like I know, like down there at the Eels home stadium,
also like our bogey
bit
team.
of a I think the last few times that the Broncos have played the Eels, like the Broncos have fucking sucked. It all started way back when Anthony got caught playing some pokies the night before a finals match.
That's
remember?
right.
And you got done by 50 points.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Happens to the best
That was
of
pretty
us.
embarrassing. And every time since you've been done by like 50 points by them.
Yeah.
I just felt like this is the revenge.
We're back, baby.
And cockless Adam Reynolds is there, you know.
Yeah, he's played his cock off.
He's played his cock off once again.
Poor bloke. Some people have vasectomies. Adam just played his cock off.
Yeah, exactly.
The Eels give me shades of like the French union team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they will fucking get pumped by your mid-table teams and then smoke the big team.
Yeah, they're flashy when they need to be, when the contracts are on the line and shit.
Exactly. So, yeah, once again, they are the pretenders. They are one of Foo Fighters' greatest hits. Maybe the film clip could be redone with the Foo Fighters coming as Eels.
How good's that photo? It's actually my cover photo on Facebook right now of Gutho with like his hands up.
Yes.
It's just three of the boys running through to score a try.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's fucking sick.
Shout out to fucking Jordan Pereira, whatever his name is, for absolutely leveling Gutho.
Smoked.
Bro, he's playing. You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. So Jordan Pereira came up from the Dragons, and our mate Matto, massive fan of Jordan Pereira. We were just like,
he's
dude,
not that good.
He hasn't played like any first grade. He's not really like, where are you getting this? He's like, no, he's good. We're like, dude, what the fuck?
Well, Matto is an idiot. And he pulls these fucking stats and these opinions out of nowhere.
It's ridiculous, but I've got to give it to him for this one. Pereira has stepped up, and he's just leveling cunts, and he's playing some good footy.
Mate, a broken clock is right twice a day. So
It's concerning because we just came from a meeting where said Matto was doing our tax return and setting up our business. So let's hope that these are one of the 2 times a day that he's correct.
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, while he was at work the other day, he Teams video called me to show me his Supercoach team. So he's all over it.
Flat out. Yeah. He's tackling off the important topics, which is what we care about on this podcast.
Exactly. Now, something else I cared about was the early game on Friday. Big fan of this one.
Manly Dragons.
Now,
again,
some other people that are big Eagles fans have been talking up about how basically if they lost this game, how embarrassing it would be, and there was no way it was going to happen, and they got done by 13 plus.
Yeah.
Like, the Dragons came out and played awesome. Benny Hunt, weapon.
Get the man back to Brisbane.
That would be
I don't know where he'd slot in. Maybe 9.
9.
Oh.
He's a 9. I reckon he's a better 9 than a 7, but he's a great 7 at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you could literally put him anywhere.
Yeah, 14, 9, 7.
Do you want him to play prop?
6.
Probably
Could, yeah.
Big Trottles will fucking charge through any cunt.
Yeah. I rate Benny Hunt pretty highly.
Benny Hunt's awesome. Anyway,
again, Bulldogs were $2.40 as well. Couldn't believe it. Now, Seb, you obviously weren't on the podcast last week. My multi for the weekend was Broncos head-to-head, Dragons head-to-head, Cowboys 13 plus. So after the early game on Friday, I've got the $2.40 legs home. I've basically got $9 riding on the Cowboys 13 plus, which was paying $1.40. Absolute heartbreak and despair.
Yeah.
I was counting that money.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
That is small vindication for the Tigers fans who got absolutely fucking robbed. But we'll get to that.
We will get to that.
The next game, the blockbuster on Friday night, where the Roosters destroyed the Knights 42-12. I think it was expected that they would fuck them up, but the Roosters are back.
They are back.
They played well.
Joey Manu didn't play either.
Didn't he?
No, he was out, injured.
Oh, true.
So he's got to come back. They had Kiri in the halves.
The only thing I remember is that
Kalen Ponga got knocked out.
Ponga's out for the season now. Knocked out third time in 6 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Pretty shit.
Pretty shit. You know what I often think about though? Like, obviously the doctors and stuff are so involved with the NRL now, which is great, I think. But like, surely there's similar amounts of head knocks getting around at like 6th grade footy at Jeeves on Friday night.
Fuck yeah, bro.
There's no independent doctor on the field.
Look at me.
For sure, but I feel like the athletes would just like, as a smaller guy, you would get fucking pummeled.
Yeah, they're also probably running a lot harder and faster and further.
Maybe not.
But no, look, as I know exactly what you mean, because as bearing witness to what happened when Brisbane Tower went up against one of our 40-year-old men who is taller and skinnier than me and getting knocked the fuck out, like, that sort of shit's happening all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
But yeah, it's fucked, but that's all right. That's just footy.
Good on the NRL for taking it seriously.
Speaking of the Roosters, just quickly, do you boys ever go on Sam Walker's Instagram and just think what could have been?
Yeah, but at the same time, do we need him at the moment?
No, you got
honestly, would you rather Ezra Mam or Sam Walker right now?
Ezra.
I'm taking Ezra.
I'm taking Ezra. The student.
Go fuck yourself,
He is
Sam.
the student.
Jokes. Sam Walker's probably spewing that Tom Dearden played his dick off in Origin because where does that leave Sam Walker?
Yeah.
Not in the Origin squad.
That's true. I more just meant just like if politics didn't get involved and you get injured, he'd be in the NRL right now, obviously.
Yeah.
As a young throbber living in Sydney. Yeah. Mate, what a life.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Not so much that he could have stayed at the Broncos. You're saying
that
we could have been living his life.
If I played my Sam Walker's life.
If I played to my potential as a ball playing lock in rugby league, because I played lots of rugby league in my time, I could have been.
You play with lots of balls.
Almost. Yeah, I do. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely not.
Some people see there is. Now,
Saturday, who cares, Bowl?
23rd of July. We saw the Raiders. I don't know why I read out the day.
Neither do I. I was waiting for to make a joke there. But
yeah, we are. Yeah, no one gave a fuck about that game. The Raiders won 26-14.
They almost shit the bed too.
They almost shit the bed against the Warriors. Moving on. Yeah. Penrith played the Sharks. I saw a lot of this game.
I've actually also just realised that I watched every game of rugby league this weekend.
After you said you watched it.
Yeah, I thought I didn't, but yeah, I've just realised.
Penrith v Sharks was a good game.
It was a great game.
Sharkies came out firing.
That was the one tip I got wrong this week, the Sharks. I needed some upsets, and when the Sharks were up 10-0 in the wet, I was like, this is it. Sharks play well in the wet. They're always there, ready to pounce.
See, I went Sharkies plus 16.5 in my mold.
Smart.
So when I saw them out to 10-0, I was like, Jesus, it's going to take a big fucking bed shit for this to happen. Almost happened. But I think they played pretty well.
They did
regardless.
Good game. Great game.
Great game of footy. Shout out to, not exactly the game related, but one of the Frothies, Cody Roach, posted in our group. He took his son to the game. Now they're hardcore Raiders fans. And his son was sitting there on the side of the field, waiting for all the players to come around and meet them. And he's a big Nathan Cleary fan. And he just saw Nathan Cleary in the middle of the field walking straight for the change rooms. So his son just jumped off and just bolted to midfield and met Nathan Cleary.
In his Raiders
jersey. And then there's like this photo of him walking off with Cleary holding his hand and a security guard, and they're just all chatting.
Sick, dude. So sick. That's what footy's all about, mate.
Yeah, that's a power sport, mate.
But it makes me think, like, is this the new coming of age fucking pitch invader? Because you're not going to see a fucking 30-year-old bloke level out a 6-year-old child.
And
if you do, I'd genuinely pay to see it.
That's interesting. So do you tell your kid to streak as well, or just get...
get the...
Oh, dude.
Get a little caterpillar out.
We're not opening that can of worms. That'd be so fucked. Oh, my God.
Imagine the heat you'd get at school the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the kid that fucking got dropped in the absolute nude at Suncorp Stadium on Saturday night? Yep.
That was noodle.
Yep, now I'm banned from Suncorp.
Yeah. For life.
For life. Worth it?
You never got to have a beer at Suncorp.
We had this conversation, I think, last week, Seb, talking about the bloke from the Wallabies who was pissing on the roof. He got banned for life.
Yeah.
How do they enforce that ban, do you reckon?
Facial recognition.
Surely not. Sure. Do you reckon the security guards before every game go into a briefing room and there's just a wall full of...
And they study them?
Yeah.
I think they get a book to take home, and then before they go to bed, they have to rifle through all of them and memorise their names.
It's like place cards. Those things you turn them over, you got to try and match them.
It's like Guess Who, but people who are banned.
I was going to say maybe if that's what you're saying, because there's so many people that have been banned for life from stadiums. You know, in the corner of the book, how it's got like... You flick the pages really quickly and you see a little story coming along.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just caricatures of them and it's just like...
What they did wrong?
Yeah.
Fuck, Tony's back. Get him.
That's Tony. I've seen him in the corners before.
Hold on, mate. You look familiar.
To be honest, facial recognition probably sounds easier than that.
It does.
I don't know. I prefer the magic of the analog system.
Yeah. You look like a bloke that's been banned here from before.
I remember you from my dreams.
Yeah. I've seen that face before.
Next game, I didn't get to see a whole lot of this as I was at the Trots, and I'm glad I didn't see a whole lot of it. Rabbitohs getting up over the Storm 24-12. I'm not going to... I was pretty worried about that game coming into it.
Yeah.
Because the Rabbitohs are hot. We are not.
Latrell Mitchell is playing so well.
He's hot to trot. Did you boys see his the little doco on him?
I haven't seen it yet, but everyone has been saying you got to watch it.
I've seen clips of it, and I saw one where it's like him with this coach, and he's like practicing this movement, and then they show a clip of him in the game, and he just does exactly the movement and busts down the sideline. It's so sick.
It's so
he like does it and stuffs it up, and the coach is like, no, like you want to be jumping off this foot, and your weight goes here, and blah blah blah. And he like steps through it, and then they just cut, and he like does the exact same movement to break the line. Like it's fucking sick.
There's one bit where they're in the pool, and they get like the kayak paddles, and they have to like go through the pool, and Latrell breaks it like second stroke. And the coach is just like creaming himself. He's like, he's so strong.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
He's a thoroughbred.
Clarkey from Clarkey's column has been putting out like the best players for each age or whatever. It's like Latrell Mitchell, 25.
Out.
It was like, he hasn't even probably fully developed into his full strength.
Kate was like 27 as well. Is that not fucked?
Oh, it's crazy.
That's sickening.
Nico Hines, 26. I thought he was a lot younger.
We're too old to debut in the NRL now, you know what I mean? Like, we'd be an old debutant.
I think we can scratch that off the bucket list.
Yeah, the dream is dead.
Nah.
I
don't know, man.
Dreams never die, baby.
I reckon there's a few clubs that are a bit short on players that could be using me this week.
Yeah, Manly.
How much funding do you reckon you'd need to debut in the NRL? Like right now, if I said to you, name your price.
Bro, you know what? If I got the opportunity to play a game of NRL, I would.
No, but I'm talking about like to actually be good enough to be picked. Like you can... I'll give you enough money to get trained by whoever you want, wherever you want, for as long as you want. How much money do you reckon you'd need to like buy that? I almost reckon you couldn't.
I don't think you could.
I'm pretty good though, Seb.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Have you seen me play TRL?
I haven't had the pleasure.
Okay,
I've heard stories.
I need a mental coach.
Yeah.
To train my mindset. Not necessarily.
You need a dietitian.
I think I need a fitness coach.
Yeah, and a dietitian.
Not a dietitian.
Can we get stem cells?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, new legs.
And arms.
Yeah.
Hands, arms, legs, all my organs. I've got a good footy brain though, so leave that in there.
Fuck, you got footy now, Stas. No one can deny that.
That's something Dad's always told me, is that I had a great footy brain. You might be able to read the next play. You might not be able to reach it, but you're able to read the next play.
Yeah, as long as you know what's going on, that's all that matters.
Definitely.
You can replace all your limbs.
Good to hear that from an objective opinion as well.
Yeah,
like
Dad. Yeah,
exactly.
He wouldn't tell me that if he didn't mean it.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, moving on. We got the Bulldogs. I wouldn't say they pumped the Titans. It was a high-scoring game.
Yeah, they did pump them though. The scorecard doesn't reflect them.
Yeah.
I was on TikTok live on Sunday packing some orders, and someone said to me, "What do you think about the Bulldogs 13 plus Addo car to score 3?" And I was like, "That is a fucking stupid bet."
So close, man.
And
13 plus didn't come off. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was fucking close. Like, I literally was like, that is so dumb. Why would you even consider that? And yeah, shows what I know. What I do know is that I backed fucking Cowboys 13 plus against the fucking Tigers.
27-26, a well-deserved victory for the Cowboys. I think.
Absolutely
But
not.
you know what? I haven't actually seen the footage of what happened at the
Pretty
end.
fucked.
It's shit. It's so bad.
I love the Cowboys, right? Like,
Yeah.
Cowboys playing anyone except for the Broncos. I'm like, I hope they win. Yeah. At the end of the game, I was like, I hope they overturn that.
Nah, that was bad. It left a bad taste in my mouth.
Shocking.
Big time. James Graham blowing up, being like, that's a disgrace.
Yeah.
It brings up a bigger, broader issue that is starting to creep into rugby league, but it's been around in union for ages, and it's why no cunt wants to watch it anymore. And it's fucking officiating is overtaking like the spectacle of sport, man. It's fucked.
Maybe we should start a league. No refs.
Dude, no refs for every sport, bro.
Like borders touch on the oval.
Yeah.
Yeah, mug beat.
Or just have a ref to... Oh, yeah, no, fuck it. They're not even going to blow the knock-ons. It's an honesty rule.
It's an honesty rule.
It's an honesty rule.
It's an honesty system.
Yeah.
But
And then cricket as well. Did you nick that? No.
Of course not.
There's no
Spirit of the game.
In our league, there will be no such thing as a caught behind because no cunt ever nicked it.
Well, Gilchrist would walk.
He's too good a bloke.
He's too good a bloke.
But
it's a league for cunts.
It is. But do you know what I mean? Like in every sport, man, country rugby league. In every sport, they just keep bringing it like the players. Of course, there's human error with the players. You can't really, I don't know. Maybe.
And the refs though.
Yeah, but they've brought it in to get rid of human error from the refs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But now it's like too overanalyzed.
Every time there's a try, it's like,
got to be
let's
confirmed.
go check.
Yeah.
Or like in cricket, let's go to DRS.
Rock and roll that for me, please.
Yeah, rock and roll.
Just waiting for spin vision.
Yep.
They seem to review like the most straightforward tries ever, right? And then just like something contentious, like, go ahead.
They need to bring it back where human error is just a thing. You know what I mean? Like, fuck the video ref off, whatever. You just back your instinct and go for it.
It works at fucking club level. You don't have TMOs and shit.
I get that, but like if it's your team that just get a dodgy call, you'd be
leave them in for the Broncos.
Yeah.
But I think that's the beauty of sport.
Broncos the only team in our league, the Brisbane team in our league, the only one. Yeah. They get unlimited caps and challenges.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, though? Like, imagine if, like, even if the call went against your team, you'd just be like, fuck, you'd be so angry, but you're more invested in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know what you mean. I feel like the
got to be like
and shit are trying to insert themselves into the games now. Like,
there's got to be like a happy medium, which there currently isn't, which is the issue.
Yeah.
Speaking of ending things with a bad taste in your mouth, should we cover off Kevin Proctor?
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Dude, that wasn't a bad taste though. He loved it.
Yeah, it's probably fucking mango ice or something.
I think that's a miscarriage of justice. Because can I just raise a question to you boys and the audience?
Yeah.
How many vape breaks have you taken?
Yeah.
0. I've taken heaps.
I've never vaped.
Really?
My issue is that it's half time in the game. They're getting pumped.
Yes, I get it's not good optics, but
just don't take a photo.
It's not a great look. And
don't post your Instagram story in the middle of a game.
Was it his story, his public story?
Yeah, dude, he put it on his public story.
Okay, you got to handle that one better.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But he doesn't post that. No one's the wiser. Play on. He has his job.
I will say this: if Kevin's role is anything like mine, which I'm sure it is, a little vape halfway between your work is fantastic. I feel you come back stronger. Mentally
refreshed.
Focused.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. It's a little break.
100%.
The thing I'm thinking here is I used to work with / play footy with some blokes that were in the army, and they said that sometimes they used to like when they started, they pumped durries because they reckon it would open up your lungs more initially. And that's the thing that I've heard from multiple people about why they've started smoking and shit. Yeah. And I'm like, maybe Kevin's heard this little rumor
started smoking.
and he's blowing and he's like, if you puff with the vapes, open up the lungs a bit and fuck, I'm going to have a crack a second half.
He was 19th man.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the field.
That's what I mean. Like, but he was waiting for his call up, bro.
Even more so.
Oh, I just think, mate, if you're that desperate, don't put it on your fucking Instagram story.
I understand that, but I'll say 2 words to you about nicotine and being an athlete. Shane Warne. I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
That's it. I thought you were going to say pot kettle or something, but sure.
I can't blame Kevin. Not for a moment.
Yeah, that's it. We all have our vices.
We'll cover off the games this week. Thursday night. Interesting game.
Yeah, Manly Roosters.
Manly versus Roosters. I'm
going the
Roosters on that.
Going the Roosters there. They're very short price favourites. Not sure why. Moving on. Warriors versus Storm. It's the early game. Storm are now officially out of the top 4.
Are you Warriors about this game? Worried?
Fucking oath I am.
Yeah, I would be.
You know why?
Because if you lose to the Warriors,
in Auckland, bro.
If you lose to the Warriors, you can deal with losing to Souths on fire. But if you lose to the Warriors, that's like, oh shit.
That's like
you lost
alarm
to the Warriors,
bells are ringing.
Bro. Yeah.
Dude, you know what I had this thought
Canberra
the other day.
beat the Warriors.
In 2020, pre-COVID, the Broncos came out and won their first 3 games and were absolutely humming. And it was just
remember it well.
Fuck yeah, they're awesome. And then they just went on this downward spiral. And
it's
I
like,
remember seeing all you boys going through.
You know when you go
spiral.
on a roller coaster and it goes up really high and then you like tip over and accelerate down? It was kind of like that, except we fell off the edge of the roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly.
And
the roller coaster dismantled.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
That's like genuinely how I might feel if things go this way.
Yeah, and the Warriors paying $4.50 if I can see that correctly.
Yeah, mate.
That's worth a bet.
Jeez, your eyes are good, Seb.
Yeah. And the Warriors traditionally have been our hoodoo team, which apparently we said is now Canberra, but I still think there's something
Storm don't have a hoodoo team. They beat everyone.
We used to always lose to the Warriors, dude. And in Melbourne as well.
Yeah, right.
Eels, Panthers. Panthers fuck them up. It's an Eels home game. I don't know about that. Dude, I think the Panthers come out and fuck them up.
I'm going to tip the Eels.
I think the Eels are done. The Eels... Ooh. Ready for this? Overreaction Wednesday.
Eels won't make the 8.
The Eels won't make the 8.
I think they will.
I don't think they make the 8 from here.
There's too many other shit teams underneath them.
They live for the big games. Like, honestly,
that's what I mean.
I think the Dragons and the Roosters take those spots.
Yeah. I thought that there was an extra spot for the Eels as well.
No.
You sure about that?
The Eels drop out. The Roosters go up to 7th and the Dragons go up to 8th. And then the Eagles might slide down to 11th. Because currently...
There's no way the Eagles make the 8.
Sea Eagles are at 9.
I said before the season, on the record, that South Sydney will not make the top 8. And here we are. Not South Sydney. Manly.
Fucking check your own facts, bro.
Well, I just can't fucking speak, which is good for this platform.
Lucky you do podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That top 6, I'm keeping that top 6 there.
And you're slotting the Dragons in.
And I'm slotting the Dragons, or maybe even the Raiders do.
Nah, Raiders.
Over the Eels.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's just me, personally.
Okay. Yep, sure.
Fuck the Eels.
Bless you.
Go Jeeps. Moving on. Titans against the Raiders. I think the Raiders beat the Titans, but I wouldn't be surprised to see if there's a little bit of fight put up by the Titans.
I'm going for upsets this round. I'm going Titans and I'm going Eels.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm going Raiders for sure.
I'm going Souths over Sharks.
I've tipped Souths over Sharks.
Yeah, Trell Mitt back.
Trell Mitt is fucking humming. Broncos, West Tigers.
Silly question.
Tough one.
Yeah.
Tough one.
I'm actually low-key a bit worried about this game. Like,
you're low-key worried about the Broncos every week. You're starting to sound like Dan Ryan.
Because my fucking nerves can't handle... Like, you don't understand what's riding on this for me. It could be a week of
I feel like they had their big game on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
There's no way.
True. But we need to win well.
All I'm saying is you're starting to...
You know what I mean? We need to... Like, if we come out of this winning by 2 points, like, oh, fucking hell. We need to walk away. It needs to be a cricket score.
Yeah. That's good if you come out only winning by 2 points because it means you've played possibly your worst game of the season and it's only up from there. You know what I mean?
True.
Whereas if you come out beating them by 40 points, you got the wind in your sails, but you might have a little bit too much wind.
This is what I mean, Josh. It's now you're making it a lose-lose.
Nah.
You're putting too much pressure on me. I'm not going to have a good weekend and be fucking freaking out about this all weekend. Anyway, let's move on.
All I'm saying She's starting to sound a little bit like our mate Dan.
Yeah, well, at least my team's not fucking losing like yours, bud.
And how good is that to say that after so many years?
I'm so worried that Storm are coming up here in a few weeks. It's going to be fucking shit.
Yeah, we're going to the game.
You boys going together?
Yeah, but
Yeah. Go with
Go live.
one of Dad's best
go
mates. His brother is a Storm member.
Is he? Interesting.
Yeah, so I think we're getting
Commitment.
tickets there.
Oh, so you get the good
He
seats,
lives
eh?
in Melbourne.
The
Yeah,
padded
apparently.
seats with the cup holder?
I think so, yeah, bro.
yummy.
No sombrero, though, like Sydney. But anyway. Knights, Bulldogs. I think the Knights are way too close in the pricing here.
Yeah.
Like
$1.50 about the Bulldogs.
$1.50 for the Bulldogs that's a lovely price. I'm backing the Bulldogs in. Addo and Burton are absolutely humming.
It's a lovely price.
It is a lovely price.
$1.54, lovely price.
price.
One of my favourites.
It's honestly probably the price of the round, to be honest.
The Knights are dog shit. So
Callum Ponga's out.
Yeah. I don't know. There's not much else we could say there. The Knights suck. Then we got Dragons, Cowboys. Cowboys bounce back in a big way.
yeah, Cows fixed the mistakes from last week, and yeah, they win big.
The only thing I can see happening there for an upset is
The
Ben
Dragons
Hunt
winning.
sees another. Ben Hunt sees a Queensland team and remembers his heroics that he did in Origin and plays
and he
his
gets
cock
full
off.
chub, yeah.
But
My
Tom
malt,
Dearden's also playing.
my malt for the weekend is Parramatta head-to-head, Brisbane head-to-head, Gold Coast head-to-head. That's 11.58.
Yeah, it's not bad. Now, anyone out there that has followed me this year knows that I have not got a single bet.
Yeah.
They all suck.
Me, on the other hand,
So what I'm going to start doing is just
Printing
doing
money.
fucking Hail Mary bets.
why? You didn't do the opposite gun.
Well, dude, because it doesn't matter even if I...
Because if you hit a few small ones, you're still going to be down for the
So
year,
my
right?
bet last week,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
was I had the Broncos, got
Yeah.
up. And then I had Roosters 13 plus, I believe, which got up.
Latrell Mitchell to score.
Latrell Mitchell to score, which didn't get up. But my third leg was plus 16.5 for Cronulla. So that was third up. Then I was like, fuck, like, we have such shit outside backs at the moment, and Latrell was playing out of his fucking skin. He's going to score a try. Didn't score his try, and then Cowboys fucked up. I'm calling it, like, it was close-ish.
See,
But
we've never had this conversation on the podcast before, or I don't even know if we have in real life, like we've had it at all, but my issue with that is saying it's close and like a bad beat is,
I didn't say it was a bad beat.
well, whatever, it's close. It's like a multi is a multi for a reason.
Yeah.
There's no prizes for, if you fucking back a horse
Yeah.
and it runs third, you're like,
I'm just saying, but I did something that sounded like, you know, it's pretty reasonable to expect all those things happening. You know
I get what
I
you're
mean?
saying. Yeah, I just can't stand people like, oh, missed this one by one leg. It's like, yeah, cunt,
Yeah.
maybe should have left it out and would have won. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand what you
I know
want.
what you
from it.
mean there, but like,
It's like me saying fucking Steve Smith's gonna score 100 and he hits 87. It's like, fuck.
yeah.
It's like you don't get anything for that. You're
No,
wrong.
you don't, but you were close.
But you
But you're
close.
wrong, bud.
You know what I mean?
I'm siding with Clutzy on this one.
Yeah,
I feel like
thank
if
you,
you're
thank
close,
you.
like 4 out of 5, mate.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
The amount of
4
times
to
that
5
I've
gets
heard
you nowhere, Bull.
complain about how close you were with different bets is ridiculous.
Yeah, but I'm not like posting like, fuck, man, nearly got this one. Like,
yeah, you
I-
just complain.
this way I'm like, fucking dumb cunt. Like, the one leg
Yeah.
I was certain on let me
Yeah.
down. Like, it's
but you know what I mean? Like,
just a losing bet.
that-
It's not
yeah.
close.
If it's
It
the
sucks.
last leg,
Yeah.
it's fuck, that's sour. That's
Would you
shit.
rather lose on the last leg or your first leg?
first leg?
First leg.
Yeah.
Because everything's riding on that last leg.
But you still get a bit of enjoyment out of it, though.
Yeah, but
Nah,
But the
man.
defeat is worse.
the defeat sucks.
For every up, there is a down, mate.
But then if
Like
you get
me all
yeah.
weekend counting my money and then seeing the fucking Tigers just put a
Yeah.
score on
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Cowboys.
like looking at boats online and then
Yeah.
fucking the
So-
last leg.
With all that in mind, I've got
Where are we?
I've got a 7-leg fuck it multi. Joey Manu to score a try, Viliami Kickout to score a try, Xavier Savage to score a try, Alex Johnson to score a try, Katoni Staggs to score a try, Josh Adokar to score a try, and Jeremiah Nanai to score a try. Now, if you're smart, you put that on and you get odds of $208.19.
I like it.
That is
So,
You
this
got
time-
1.15 multiplier.
and I've got a
That's fucking
1.15.
fat.
Yeah, it's like an extra $350.
Yeah, that's fat as fuck.
Yeah, bro. Just
That's
like
a
my
big bet.
chub for this multi. So,
I
look,
think this is the one that wins. I've got a feeling in my loins.
I do too. I'm going to come back this time next week and I'm going to be like, oh my God. If this multi gets up, I'll put $500 on the bar tab on the Broncos Storm night.
Holy fuck. For who? Just me and you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Works for me.
Yeah, sweet. There we go. Lovely. So that's that.
That's usually it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything else happening in the world of sport at the moment.
Nothing that we want to touch with a 10-foot pole anyway.
No. I don't think anyone's going to.
No, shit, no.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.